Welcome.
Welcome to
What's
Take.
up, guys?
No,
Not yet.
We're not
Maybe
doing
later.
this.
Good evening, everybody. Hey, look, everybody is looking good, and everybody, I want to point out very, very importantly, Joe Brett looks fantastic.
No
His
pixelation.
No pixelation,
No
translation.
studying.
We can't.
No, what we can't tell him is that it's pre-recorded. Okay.
We can't even get one of those sneaky. What do you call those? Shots of him frozen and use it for future evidence.
Yeah.
And memes or memes or down the line and gifs. Memes.
Memes, bro. Memes, bro.
Memes. You young guys.
Like Lieutenant Dan, they got new legs. Joe got new internet.
So, hey, listen, everybody. This is week number 26. 26 weeks we have been here, and thanks to everybody.
Ain't kicked us out yet.
I know they have tried, but they
really
can't.
That's half a year. That's insane.
Yeah, that's half a year. We have been here, so thanks to everybody coming on board in the live chats, supporting our tweets, and buying us a beer, and thank you, and we're going to keep it rolling. So, rolling. Let's keep it going here. Daniel Molson, good evening. How are you tonight?
I am on vacation. Woo!
Nice.
Awesome. I'm so happy. I had to work today, unfortunately, but as of Friday, on vacation for 2 weeks. So super happy, super stoked. And by the way, both cows went out. Both cows went off to slaughter, not just one. And
you mean they went off to greener pastures?
Yeah, sure. They went to go meet their maker, right?
No, this is a family. Wait, no, it's not. Never mind.
I'm very happy. They called and said 1,100 pounds of beef. So that's
I'm good on QRZ, brother.
My mom's like, so are you selling any? It's like, well, we'll see.
I mean, it's farm raised. It's got a little attitude to it. Maybe it's got a little kick.
You're gonna have the kids set up a lemonade stand, and they're gonna be like down at the edge of the driveway over on the main, route, selling, pork shoulder. And
got your ribs here. Got your backstrap here.
Got your brisket.
Well, they called
brisket here.
They called the other day, and they're like, okay, what kind of cuts do you want? Like how much? Like just going through the whole thing, and it's like you think, listen, you think a steak is a steak. It ain't. No, do you want round? Do you want? It's crazy.
Do you want New York strip? Do you want ribeye?
We're like a little bit of everything. There's enough meat there to give us a bit of everything, right? But no, we went through, we did our cuts, and then so super happy about that. And that means that I don't have to worry about taking care of cows through the winter. So, yay!
Very good.
That's good. Save your garden too.
My wife tonight, I got home. My wife's like, "Yeah, I went to check out the garden, and they pretty much destroyed it." So
they won't be doing that again. They won't be doing that tomorrok.
No,
you can raise a toast to them at the first barbecue.
That's right.
Here's the garden, you jakes.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Buddy and Ferdinand. You're amazing. We name our animals, so yeah.
Joe Brett, what's on your plate? You having steak?
No, I had country fried steak tonight.
Ooh.
That country steak.
Some cream gravy.
Right, pepper gravy.
That white barbecue sauce.
All right, I'll see y'all later, guys. I'm hungry.
What'd you have for sides?
Some kind of pasta salad stuff and peas. Yeah.
Oh, no spinach? No spinach dip?
No,
it was great.
Those spinach dip.
Yeah, we're glad to hang out tonight. Glad to be back. I'm actually paying for my internet now. Between me and my neighbors, it become too much to share, evidently. So I've got my own.
What happens when you get popular on Facebook? I'm sorry, YouTube.
I'm paying for it now, so maybe it's a big improvement. We spent Sunday and Monday up on the tower and in some trees putting up 80-meter loop, and I'm about too old for that already, it seems like. So I'm still trying to recover from that. But
nice.
Here we are.
Awesome.
There we go. Beer snack. What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Let's see. So, the 40-meter ham sticks are running great, and so I've been having issues trying to get 20 meters on the ham sticks. And then somebody released a video the other day. I don't know if you guys might know him, KMRD. He put out a video about ham sticks, right? Don't know him? All right.
Don't know.
Well, he sat there and he took them off with an angle grinder. He cut them down. I was doing a little bit more research. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Because when you get the end of the whip into the coil, it causes it. Oh, duh. So I got to go.
Then you get a 17-meter ham stick.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, right.
Now I got to go.
A twofer. It's called a twofer.
I gotta go find my small bolt cutters and cut the stick down so we can get back on 20. But that's that. Hanging out here, just relaxing. Had a great weekend. Spent Saturday in the woods and didn't even touch a radio. Just nature. Get away from everything. So
Nice.
had a blast.
Good job, man. I like those times.
Yes.
Dude. Speaking of good times, Shane.
Oh, buddy. This is actually my Tuesday. Normally, I tell everybody this is my Thursday or this is my Friday because I'm one of those shift workers that has a rotating days off. So I never have the same days off from week to week. So this is my actual Tuesday, and for the first time in probably the previous 120 days, we've actually had a calm day at the airline. There was nothing crazy going on. The weather wasn't going crazy. The pilots weren't going crazy. So it was actually pleasant to sit there and do my 8-hour shift and catch up on some training and all that kind of good stuff. But
Excellent.
Fantastic.
We all need a shift like that every once in a while.
And then, well, I'll save that for a little bit later, but we've got something coming up this weekend.
Okay. So
It's going to be awesome.
Hey,
So today-
you did your 1,000 subscriber giveaway the other day.
I did, and I've already mailed off the antenna to the gentleman that won it. He was a 17-year-old ham, lives up in Minnesota,
Well, that's
and
awesome.
it's got a YouTube channel just getting started. So I was more than thrilled to expedite that up to that young gentleman so that he can make a couple videos before it gets too freaking cold up there.
gotcha.
But it's
Sweet. Very cool.
going to be fantastic.
Congratulations.
I told him I expect a video on it since he does have a YouTube channel.
There you go.
Don, what about you, buddy?
Well, today's my Sunday, so I go back to work tomorrow. But I only go back to work for 4 days. I'm off. Then I'm off Sunday, Monday next week. I gave up a POTA day because a box came in the mail, and
Was it from Amazon?
Uh-oh.
it I don't know. It had an antenna in it, and
It was from Sarah's Secret. That's what it was.
I'm like, wow, I gotta open this box and take it out and not follow the instructions.
As usual.
And even though I watched, which I swear on everything holy to me, swear on my cigar, I did watch videos, but I really didn't comprehend the videos. So
So you watched him at double speed then?
No, I don't know how to do that. I'm an old man. I don't know how to speed things up. We don't speed things up. So, but no, we actually had fun learning more about it. A special shout out to Shane. Special shout out to Dwayne. Dwayne and I were on Discord today fooling around and found the error was between the seat and the antenna, which means me. But
There's a seat in the radio.
Yeah. But once we figured it all out, so a little bit more fine tuning will be done. But I got the basics. But it's just amazing when an antenna just comes in a box, and when she said, "What's in the box?" I said, "I don't know." She said to me, "Are you lying to me?" I said, "I don't know." Then she said to me, "Let me open the box." I said, "No." I said, "My name is on that box."
Let me guess. It's another antenna, Don.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, man, were you there?
I heard it all the way in Texas.
She's a good egg. She gave me a kiss, and she said to me, she said, so this morning she said to me, "You're probably not going to go play POTA. You're like a kid at Christmas right now. You're going to go play with that thing." I said, "Yeah." I said, "We'll go out." I said, "But I want to take a nice ride with you on Sunday. We can enjoy the parks together, hon. So so I don't know how far that's. I'm not sure.
I hope you got your waders, because I think that was getting a little deep.
Yeah, get a little deep, roll them up. But I got my good cigar tonight. We're gonna have some fun, and
we have a guest tonight, don't we?
We
yes.
do. Before we get to that, hold on. Hang on. Shane.
Yes.
The Scout 75 has requested the YouTube channel. That
it is in the description of this very video, or you can go to youtube.com/this side of the radio.
No,
not yours. Ass.
Look at Keith Izzo trying some of that sweet stuff. Keith, sometimes, it's 50-50. It either works or it doesn't work. You know how it is. Hey, what the hell? You might as well take a shot at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's bring on our guest. I'm just going to give you a quick intro. Junie and I have not met until tonight. We have talked many times on the phone, messenger, texting, POTA parks. She is a fantastic lady, very, very dedicated to her wilderness, a duck, helping out, nature. And she is just incredible. But Molson, did you want to ask, some quick,
So I've been given the honor of interviewing our dear friend Moochie here. Did I get that name right? Moochie?
Yeah, Moochie.
Yeah, Moochie. Moochie, I was out in the yard the other day, and I think I met your distant cousin. And yeah, so a frappuccino.
There you go.
And I met you. What? I'm telling you. And then I met your cousin's daughter's niece. And so tomorrow we're gonna have a beautiful morning when we wake up. And I just wanted you to know I appreciate. And for those watching the podcast, I'm holding up some big eggs. And so Moochie, we're very happy to have you here. But unfortunately, you're preoccupied digging your beak into your feathers. So look at that. So
just stay away from the cows. Just stay away from the cows, Moochie. Don't follow the cows.
Ducks are vicious. Like when my dogs,
oh my god,
my dogs will attack anything, but the ducks in the yard they'll stay away from because they're just like they gang up and they go after it.
Moochie's yelling at you. Moochie's giving you some life coaching right there.
Listen, Moochie,
Junie, there you go. Come on in, Junie. Come on in now, Junie. Come on.
Let me.
You're a good sport, Junie.
Yes,
not you, Moochie. You're not a good sport. Okay.
Junie, welcome to the clubhouse. Welcome for putting up with us, and we appreciate you having some fun with us tonight and everything. But we wanted you to be able to tell your story and and the various things between ham radio, the ducks, and anything else you want. There you go. Maybe, hey Molson, maybe at the end of the night, maybe you'll get a kiss.
Okay. I have the first question.
Oh boy.
What's your favorite band, Junie?
The Foo Fighters.
I'm ready. That is a great band.
We're now like best friends. One sentence and we're like best friends.
Learn to Fly was probably the one that got me hooked, and then all the albums that just sequentially came after that. I really liked the song Walk. Okay. I used to, when I was in the service, I used to run to the song Walk, but it's got a really good beat, and All My Life has a really good beat to run to. So I got into their music. I love it.
So tell us about the service. When did you go in? And thank you for your service.
Oh yeah. So I didn't go into the typical military service. I went into a uniform service, which is a little different. However, I still took the same oath that anybody going into the service would. Basically, the contingency or the what can happen is, let's say, so the service I was in was the NOAA Corps, NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, Commissioned Officer Corps, if you want to get specific. Oh, it's okay. I know. Okay, somebody just came home, so Mochi's like, what are those lights? What are those lights? He is in attack mode. It's okay, baby. It's okay.
You're going to tear somebody up right there.
Oh, yeah, he was. So anyway, Okay, NOAA Corps. And then basically the officers of that service facilitate scientific research on ships and aircraft during their sea assignment. And then they have a land assignment for like 3 years.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's 2 years sea, 3 years land, 2 years sea, 3 years land, unless they need you somewhere else. But boy, that stank. Okay, so
We're used to Molson, so don't worry. And Shane does that sometimes too, I think.
Oh,
Maybe
done.
yep.
Okay.
The truck coming in must have scared him. Usually they get stinkier if there's fear involved. So anyway, stage fright.
Dark farts.
Oh, it's worse than that, boy. Just be happy you're not here. So
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen live.
of course.
Junie,
and right on cue.
Junie, a lot of things have happened on this show, just so you know. This really hasn't raised the bar yet. But
I had a feeling that would be the case. So basically, I decided to go into that service because, well, I was going to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Oh, very.
And yep, I wanted to be a pilot. Yep, I did. I became yes, I'm a private pilot. Oh, yay. But I never got all my flight ratings because the stock market kind of crashed in that recession thing. I lost a lot of money for school. So I decided getting a 4-year degree was way more important than me getting flight ratings, and that if I go into the service, I'd be able to finish up there. So I found the service my sophomore year of college, and it encompassed everything I love: meteorology, marine science, being on the water, flying, also serving my country. I thought it was like the greatest thing ever. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to apply. You have to apply to this service. It's not like they just take you. You have to actually, you kind of have to be smart, not going to lie. Most of the people I served with were very, very smart, and everyone has a scientific degree of some capacity, a Bachelor of Science in a NOAA-related science. So I changed my degree to aeronautics was my degree that I graduated with, but I did do. It says Twin Otter pilot. No, I wasn't able to. Oh, that's part of the story. So. What happened was I was accepted into the NOAA Corps as soon as I got out of college. I was all lined up to go into the service. So that was in 2011. And I ended up, going to training in July. And our training is like 19 weeks long. It's very long.
Whoa.
Yes, because you have to get your merchant mariner credentials if you're not already a pilot, and they take you directly into their aviation program. So I went through all the boating, safety, firefighting, celestial navigation, all this stuff. It was crazy, and it was regimented. They were just implementing regimented training, because what was happening is you had a lot of officers that didn't know how to wear a uniform, and our uniforms are, for dress uniforms, they were Navy, and for work uniforms, they were Coast Guard. So if you see somebody and nobody knows what the NOAA Corps is, they kind of think you're in the Navy or they think you're in the Coast Guard. So we had to represent those services.
Yeah.
So here's the caveat to joining. When you take your oath, if the Navy needs you, they can call you into the Navy. If the Army needs you, they can call you into the Army. If the Marines need you, right? So
yeah, you're a military wild card. Yeah,
they told me that
interesting.
After I took the oath, because
of course they did,
because that was more exciting that way. And they're like, by the way, so they could like commandeer the research vessels and be like, hey, the Navy needs you to supply this transport for them. You're now in the Navy, so and under the jurisdiction of the Navy. So that's kind of how that goes. So
Junie,
yeah, yes, questions.
What about Space Force?
I mean, I'm not
Junie,
that quacked
what was
up.
your angle? Hey, Junie, what did you want? Like, what was your goal? Like, did you want to? What were you looking or striving for?
So my goal was to be a hurricane hunter. That was my dream.
Awesome. My God.
P3 Orion, punching through the eye. Yeah,
No wonder
punching
why I
through
like
the eye. I'm a little crazy. So, I figure if you're going to live life, better live it to the fullest and everything. I I got to my ship. Oh, so here's how it kind of went. I got to my first ship, which was in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, and the missions of that ship, which a lot of my counterparts, a lot of my shipmates, when they got out of training, they went to a ship that was in dry dock getting worked on, because I graduated in November and they were going into dry dock, so they didn't go out to sea in the wintertime. However, my ship would go out all year round. So it was the middle of winter and we're in the Gulf of Maine and we're doing larval herring and plankton surveys. Woohoo! I know, it's thrilling.
That's a hoot.
It is thrilling. Now, what happened was my first time on the ship, I'm out to sea for the first time with my ship, and one of the deck guys hurts his leg. Okay, he hurts his ankle. He rolls his ankle. This guy was in the Navy, I guess. He was a new guy. Get in the frame, man. There we go. So he was a new guy, and and so they sent me out on deck, and the XO, the executive officer's like, "Oh, Junie, I'm so sorry you have to be on deck." Little do they know, I had some deck experience. So the deck people had the utmost respect for me because, I went out there and we ended up doing a buoy recovery for the I guess I'm boring Mochi. He's yawning for the University of
I've never
Maine.
seen a duck yawn before. That was
their buoy went astray out in the middle of the Gulf of Maine, and we happened to be near it, and it had like thousands of dollars of equipment on it. So I was on the deck and I was like leading the capstan and all this stuff, and I just thought it was like, okay, yeah. Well, apparently that's like a big deal for a junior officer who has like no experience whatsoever to be doing that. So I earned the respect of that ship pretty quickly, and I enjoyed it. The deck guys were cool, and then after that, it was really cool. I was a whale watching boat for a little while.
Nice.
We did right whale surveys, so that was the last mission of the ship. And on one day, we saw 10% of the right whale population up by the by the Hague Line in like Canada, New Brunswick. There were like 40 right whales out in this area. We had sei whales, we had basking sharks, and it was flat calm. The sunset was incredible. It was like the greatest last time to be on this ship because it was decommissioned. So what happened was they needed pilots. I applied while I was on that ship, and then when I was decommissioned, I was sent down to Pascagoula, Mississippi. Woohoo! Yeah.
Joe Brett, where's Joe? Wait, hold on. Joe Brett, where is that? Joe Brett,
where's that at?
And that's the other side of other end of the state than me.
Yep. So I lived down in Pascagoula, and I went out we did groundfish surveys, which is basically you're a shrimping boat, so we had fried shrimp and boiled shrimp and shrimp etouffee, and we ate shrimp all summer. And then
I'll be back. I'm hungry.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
See you later.
exactly. My stomach's crawling.
Yep. And then the other mission was shark longlining. So I caught sharks all summer. It was great. I loved that. That was cool because you had 100 hooks. They were all numbered, and we would guess which hooks would have the big sharks on them. Because when you got a big shark, you had to slow the ship down and actually stop it and bring it up onto the deck with a cradle. So it was a big ordeal. Okay. So yeah, that was the cool thing. So my captain calls me up into the chart room, and he says, and my captain was cool. He was a civilian wage mariner, so he wasn't in the NOAA Corps. He worked as a wage mariner, and he worked under the Department of Commerce, right? So he was with us on the ship. He worked his way up on that ship. Everyone had respect for him. So he goes, Junebug, that was my nickname. He goes, "I'm sorry to say this, but you're not going to become OOD qualified." And that is a big deal. Becoming the officer of the deck, meaning you get your own bridge watch, you're by yourself up on the bridge, and the captain trusts you with the safety of the vessel. And this vessel was 175 feet. I think the displacement was like 800 tons. Ooh. And he trusted me with that, right? And he goes, "You're not going to be able to do that." And I'm like, wait. I thought you liked me. Like, I thought I did a good job.
That is not a great way to start the conversation, sir.
Right. He goes, "Because you're going to aviation." And I was like, no way. So that was, he was he really got me there. So, Oh gosh, there's gonna be a lot of duck jokes tonight, but
Oh yes, this crowd is full of them.
I love it. I love it. Bring them on. I would like to hear new ones. So
Yeah,
anyway,
tell us one that we haven't heard before.
So yeah, exactly. So I was really excited. I did actually get to stay with the ship long enough to become OOD qualified, and I did have my own bridge watch, which was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Out down in the Gulf, and then I was just about to go to aviation January 2013, and I was putting something away on the ship, and I was bending over, and I hit the backside of my head on a metal plate. And I kind of gave myself a TBI, or a traumatic brain injury. And, right before I was going to, yeah. So the first thing that came to mind was, God, why did you do this to me? And then the next thing was, I've never hit my head that hard, and just go to the XO and go to the XO and tell her. I was in port at the time, and I was the in-port OOD, or officer of the deck, and they were doing hot work, welding, and I had to, if something went wrong, I'd have to be able to have my mind there. Now, I didn't realize how hard I hit it until I started getting all the symptoms and stuff. And so the story goes. So in 2013, I hit my head, and then I've just been trying to get better ever since. There was a fight. I don't want to get into that part, but it was really hard to kind of tell them, hey, I'm going to put people's lives in danger if you keep me in this service. So why don't you just medically retire me, because this isn't going to happen, or medically discharge me. It wasn't worth it. I needed time to heal, and I wasn't getting it. So, yeah. And then my love of ducks kind of came from there. I got 4 ducks. I had ducks when I was younger, and I remember the connection and bond I had with them. So that's when I got 4 ducks. And actually, a couple weeks ago, the last of those 4 passed away. She was 7 years old. And ever since, I've just kind of kept them. They're like the best. Now, Mochi here. Yes, Mochi, I'm talking about you. Oh, calm down. No biting. We're being nice tonight.
No biting.
No biting. We tell that to Molson a lot too. No biting.
Sorry, I kind of took over the show there, but I figured I'd give
No. That's why I'm here. We want to hear your story, and what a fantastic story it is. I'm completely captivated.
So, Junie, when you say you always had the ducks, but what did you live on a farm or just a residential area?
Residential area. I had one when I was 7 that used to follow me onto the bus, and that was my brother. That was my brother's duck, and he said that it ran away when we went on vacation. I have a feeling that it did not run away. I think I know what he did to our pet, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know how true that is, but so I had that duck, and I remembered that connection, and I got them when I was 13, and they pass away. That's just how it goes, right? And then then college and all this stuff, and then I decided that they would be a good companion for me because I was dealing with things that I hadn't dealt with before. Whacking your head changes a lot of brain chemistry, and I never felt depressed before, ever. And they just, I don't know, it gives you a reason to get up in the morning because they need you. They rely on you. So unlike some, I don't know, I just feel that way. They have to be put away at night or they can get eaten. They require 100% protection in order to survive. Domesticated ducks. The flighty ducks, they can fly a little bit so they can kind of get away, but
well, at least they're not coming at you at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, my food bowl's empty.
I know, right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried to antenna Moochie? Does she antenna?
He. Excuse me?
Well, did he ever specify that was his preferred,
Preferred what? Pronouns?
Only you.
Oh my God.
So
Exactly.
Thank you.
I think I'm stumped right now.
You're not lost. The rest of us are.
So all right. Hang on. I'm gonna bring the train back onto the rails.
No, wait. Before you do, hold on.
Before I do.
So Junie said her favorite band is Foo Fighters. Okay, what is the favorite band to operate on?
Okay, so funny you should ask. Somebody said I should say 60 meters.
Joseph doesn't count. Joseph doesn't count.
And then I replied, well, my favorite is 1.25 meters. But I think 40 meters has been my go-to since I started Parks on the Air, and even just I'm a new ham. I might, it's. So
let's back
I've been
it up
licensed.
When did you get licensed? Yeah. What you get licensed?
December of 2019.
What made you get a ham radio license? Was there an interest in the family?
Yeah,
friend,
what was the segue into ham radio?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So two things. So 10 years ago, I was in the Civil Air Patrol, and I was a senior member, and they asked if I would go to this field day as a chaperone, basically, for the cadets. And I said, oh, yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and do that. I didn't know what they were talking about. I was like, what's field day? So I'm going to this field day, and it was in a field, okay, on the top of this, like, hill. It was very flat. It's like a soccer field.
What state? Where are you now?
I think it was Seymour in Connecticut. It was in Connecticut.
If it was Big Hill, I'm wondering if it was in Milford. Was it down in Milford? Hills Hill? Okay. Moving on.
Okay, could be. Don't know. But I remember I was in the valley. In the valley.
Those guys are great groups. There's a lot of good groups out there.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I get there, and there's all these radios, and I actually connected with a buddy. His name is Frank. KA4NIL, I think. Whatever. Anyway, so I connected with him because he's a pilot, and he was a certified flight instructor, and we wanted to go up and fly and get some hours and stuff. So he got me into the radio, and I was like, I got to do this. And then he told me how much it cost, and I was like, because I was a college student. Okay, I was a college student. I said, oh, this HF equipment is a little too expensive for me right now. So I went ahead and I just didn't do it. And then when I went into the service, that was it. I was like, man. Okay, I got to focus on this. So my brother a couple years ago was like, hey, Junie, I just got my ham radio license. Do you know what that is? I said, why, yes,
As
I
a matter of fact, I do.
And he goes, well, he's in Virginia. And he's like, well, you should get licensed. And I was like, you're right. I should. So I went ahead and got my tech, and then he goes, I got my general. You should get your general so we can talk on HF. I'm like, okay,
peer pressure.
So, right, exactly.
Nice.
So he kind of was the one who got me back into the hobby idea, and then he kind of does his own thing. So when I asked questions, he did answer them, but I needed a little bit more. So I went to a local club. I started out with the greater, hold on. I think the beer's getting to me now. Greater.
It usually happens about halfway through the stream,
Fairfield,
or at least that's what I tell everybody.
Amateur radio club, and
I know those guys.
The group would get together, and I really enjoy them, and I love the group. I think they're great. And then I was asked very shortly after kind of starting with them, I was asked by a group that had kind of disbanded a little because one of the president had passed away. He became a silent key.
Correct.
So they said, we want to revamp this. We have a leader. And I asked the leader, Emily N1DID, I said, what are your goals? What do you want to do in this club? And it's the Greater Bridgeport Amateur Radio Club, GBARC. Yep. And then I just said, she told me, I want to be, we want to be the best in, if not the state, in the United States. Let's make it the world if we can, right? We want to have educated, a family atmosphere, and you know what? That is exactly what happened. And now I just kind of went with that. I became net control within the group. Because of some other things, I wasn't able to kind of continue with that, but I was, I did play a role in there, and the people in the group were amazing, and I learned so much. So from December 2019 to a year, fast track over a year, like, holy cow, I learned so much because I was in the club versus doing this on my own, most likely, because I'm not one of those people that goes on YouTube and just watches videos all the time. I'm not. I'm a hands-on, like, show it to me, give it to me, right? So the club is just, it's growing, and I enjoy the club atmosphere, and that's kind of where I found Parks on the Air.
That was going to be my next question, or my question is, how did you go from getting your general to finding Parks on the Air?
Okay.
And then your call sign is November 1 Delta Uniform Charlie, right?
Yes, November 1 Delta Uniform Charlie. Yep.
Okay.
Number 1 duck. Quack quack.
You get that
That's
when you
awesome.
work on a POTA too. You will get the quack
Yes,
quack.
you do.
Uh-huh. It's great.
Always
So
fun.
yeah, so how did you stumble onto to Parks on the Air? And I don't know if you've noticed in the chat, but we do have Mike Kilo 8 Mike Romeo Delta is hanging out in the chat with us tonight.
Romeo Delta Mike Romeo. Oh yes, I know his call. Hello.
You don't
Hello.
you don't have to pretend, Junie. It's okay. I don't know who Mike is either.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, if you're listening, Moochie said ham harder. He can't hear you. Ham harder.
Okay, so Parks on the Air. So what happened was I knew about Summits on the Air because my brother, he's in Virginia, and he's in Virginia, and he goes to the summits, and that's his thing. He loves Summits on the Air, and there's like no mountains near me. Okay, the closest one is Sleeping Giant. That's about an hour. Then I got to hike an hour, and then I got to come down and out. Yeah, forget it. Okay, I'm done. It was just whatever. So I like the idea. It's a great idea in theory. But if I was in Virginia, then yes, I'd gladly go and do that. But for some reason, it's just not as thrilling here. So our club, G-Bark, went ahead and NR1T, who was, I think, Alpha, I don't know. He had 4 call signs. His name's Sean. He's a good friend of mine. We grew up together, and we actually reconnected because of Ham Radio. Amazing.
Nice.
So,
That guy?
yeah, that guy.
That guy right there.
Kilo 1707 is Putnam Memorial Park, and he planned a POTA event for our club, and we didn't get too many contacts, but I did have a bit of a role. I had a pile up there, and we used G90s, and oh man, did we have a blast! It was awesome, and this was during the pandemic and everything. We took precautions and social distanced, and we did what we could, and we enjoyed ourselves because guess what? We were out in nature, and it was awesome. So
Right.
Yes.
we really did. We had a great time. So that's what kind of sparked it, and then I was like, okay, so I'm going to get on the website. I'm going to figure out what this Parks on the Air thing is. And then I started hunting stations. And that was when I think that was, I had a G5
That's where they
RV.
get you. That's where they get
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's where I started.
It kind of
10
reels
contacts.
you in, doesn't it? It
I
reels
got
you
10,
in.
10 contacts. No, I got 20 and I got an award. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
20 contacts, I got an award. And then 30. Oh my gosh, 50, 100. And then after about 100, I was like, okay, I got to go out and activate. It's time for me to do it. So there's like I think there's almost an order to how this works. Mochi is such a gentleman. He is trying to avoid his poop on his pad, so he doesn't touch it. So I just have to move this real quick so he feels more comfortable.
If you need a minute or two, absolutely.
Okay, all right. No.
What a gentleman he is. What a gentleman.
He's such a gentleman. He doesn't want me to have to clean his butt. Okay, so.
So you said natural order to POTA, right? So hunt and then activate?
Usually that's the case, yeah. Oh, you did that backwards?
I think I did it backwards. I think I went
Well,
out.
if you have a portable station and you know about Parks on the Air, then it is natural to just kind of go out there, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. I
Me
didn't know
neither.
what was K1707? Oh, we also did it. I was like, why am I saying K1707? Like, why do they need this number? I think I left my number out multiple times. Okay, yeah, we're in Park Kilo 1707. Woohoo. Then we had a lighthouse. We had a lighthouse call us. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I got a lighthouse. I wrote down his call sign totally incorrect. Like, that is one thing. Your first activation, record it because you're going to be so excited.
Mine's on YouTube.
So anyway, yeah, I had a lighthouse. It was the lighthouse, the International Lighthouse Day or whatever it is, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
We planned our POTA event on the same day. Which made it fun. So then I was like, wait, there's lighthouses that do this too. So then I planned a lighthouses on the air, because we have Fairweather Lighthouse or whatever you call it in Bridgeport. And I said, let's do it. So we set up there and we did our outreach there to the public. And then Parks on the Air, I just kept doing it. It was just my thing. But I had help. It was, if I didn't speak to, some of the Elmers in the club, mainly the president of GBARC at the time, and still the president, I wouldn't, I used a buddy poll, and I would have never thought to use a buddy poll. And most people are like, oh, the buddy poll, whatever. And you know what? It's like a Swiss Army knife, okay?
Yes, it is.
I
just got one.
Oh,
Army
good
knife.
analogy. Excellent.
All right.
Analogy.
Or a Leatherman or something like that. So, yes. Oh my gosh. Ducks can quack CW. You should. I'm sorry. Somebody.
What a time to come back.
Oh my God. We have learned so much in 40 minutes, 30 minutes. This is great. I love it.
So yes, it's funny. I was in CW Long Island Club, and we noticed that Mochi does quack dits and das. Okay, right now he is doing his warning call, which is just, it's basically but what was that? Can anyone decode this?
Oh, somebody.
We need someone to decode that. Go back. No. So yes, that is something that has come up. I do have plans. And I have plans for building my own ducky. If anybody takes it from me, you all heard it right here. This is copyrighted.
First. This is first.
A duck key. Get it? A duck key. Ducky. It's gonna have a little rubber duck on it, so that when you go to do your CW, you have a little quack with you. So
always.
Oh yeah, totally.
When you were telling your story about wanting to be a hurricane chaser, I could just envision you and your Moochie with what's that cartoon there where the goose or the duck has the raincoat and the hat on it? Do you guys ever see that?
A Canadian thing?
I don't know.
Is that Affleck? I don't know. Yeah, that must be a Canadian thing.
Anyways,
what are you talking about? There's raincoats for ducks? Why didn't I know about this?
I could just envision the two of you on like an aluminum boat, like going full steam ahead, like, let's go into the storm. You're like, this is hurricanes on the air. Next thing you know, you're doing POTA because you got dropped in the middle of a park. It'd be amazing. Well, now we're doing a POTA. Sorry.
Hurricane 14.300.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 325. Junie, I will tell you, one of the frustrating things is when you go off in my ham alert and I'm at a park, and because of our distance, it's frustrating when I can't work you.
Right.
But I can hear all the hunters, and I'm very, very happy. And then there have been the other times when I never thought in the world we would be able to work each other, and just to be able to say, got you in the log, it's always fun to work with you. And I know we've done it surprisingly on 20 a few times, which we never thought that would ever happen, but but 40, but it's always such a fun time working you. It really is. Especially, and even maybe more so when it's a park to park, but and when you give somebody to that, quack quack, and you're having fun. Hey, beer snack. What are we supposed to be?
What's that word?
What's that
Man,
word? Exactly.
Don's dropping the F-bombs again.
Yeah, because this is about fun, and Junie and I have been talking now for maybe about a year, and we just haven't had the opportunity to do a park together, and I really want that because it's fun. It's fun. You breathe. You can feel the energy that you bring, and it's
I love
really
Parks
fun.
on the Air. I love radio. And I think that regardless of why people do it, I think it's something essential that everybody should just learn. Why didn't they teach this in high school?
Yeah,
Why didn't they teach this in middle school? Like there was a, my middle school teacher, my woodshop teacher, he did a transportation class. Okay. And we made like little cars and we raced them, and it was cool. I mean, it was awesome, but that could be incorporated in there somewhere. I mean,
oh yeah.
I think that cell phones, it's very similar. We all have them. Most of us do. But okay, that cell tower went down because of a storm last year, and guess what? I wasn't talking with people. I had no internet. I was forced to, so I grabbed my HT and I'm getting on the radio and we're talking. We do, we had our group nets to make sure everyone was okay.
That's awesome.
That's what it's all about. What I think is amazing is that I can talk to a complete stranger from another place in the United States, in the world, and they will be just as excited and just as happy to meet me like I have known him for years.
Yep.
And then I get a
I have a new goal now.
I get a postcard in the
Yeah.
mail. I was like, what is this? What is this magic I just got in the mail? I got a postcard from a random stranger. This is awesome.
My new bucket list item is to get an N1DUC QSL card. So I'm going to start watching that POTA
Junie,
spotting page.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, Junie, so tell us.
Yes.
A typical day. You want to go to a park, regardless where it is.
Okay. Typical
What are you
day.
bringing with you? What are you bringing with you? What do you bring with you?
Okay,
Mochi.
so sometimes mochi does come with me. It depends on the park. Some parks do not allow pets. Any animal. It doesn't matter what it is. They don't allow it. And then some of them, I sneak them in. They just don't know it.
But
yeah,
equipment-wise, now. So
equipment-wise, I have a Zigu G90. That is my go-to radio for Parks on the Air. I have done and tried 2 meters on my my mobile rig. So I have an Anytone 778, which is a wonderful starter beginner radio, especially for mobile use or even your base station. It's easy to program by hand. I believe it's important to know how to program your radio by hand, not
without a programming cable. Absolutely.
Yes, exactly. And the more you practice it, the better you get at it. And then you don't feel like you need a programming cable anymore, but some people like programming. That's fine. I'm just not that way. So, so that's for 2 meters. Every once in a while I do that. And then, let's see, I have the Zigu G90 and I have, let's see.
Antenna for the radio. What do you use?
Buddy pole. So that's the main one I use. However, I do have not buddy sticks. I have diamond antennas just as backups that I can use with the same mag mount that I use for my VHF UHF radio.
Gotcha.
So like the ham sticks.
Yes, ham sticks.
Right.
Yep, with a mag mount.
Those are my favorite. They're so easy.
Yeah, I actually found that the buddy pole in the vertical with a counterpoise is easier to set up than those ham sticks. So it's it's just the counterpoise goes out. You do this in the backyard ahead of time, right? You figure out what your most resonant, where you're most resonant.
Right.
Tape it off.
Pay attention.
With duct tape, right? Tape it off with duct tape, not duct tape, but it's okay, Moch. So you tape it off, and then I go and I have a plastic. It's like a fence used for like wire fence. I got it from Tractor Supply. It's perfect because you get the same thing every time. And I drop the dollars on their mast and tripod. So I do use, so it's consistent. Every time I go to put it out, it's consistent. And I set it up in the vertical and it takes me, recently I did a special event station and I said, time me. From the bag opening to me putting the radio together to me getting it resonant at 1.2, which I'm an SWR snob. If it's not 1.0, I get upset. So I like it to be perfect. I want it perfect. I strive for perfection. Anyway, from bag open to resonant and ready, it took me 7 minutes.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That is that's what I like about it. So
and what's powering the radio now? So now what's going to power the radio?
Oh, okay. So I have a Talent Cell, TALENT cell battery with a one of those cords that goes to it. That's what I use. They're like $90 on Amazon. I also have one of those $50 ones that people were talking about from the Parks on the Air page as a backup. It's lithium lipo.
Lithium iron phosphate.
I have no idea.
The Miati.
I've kind of kept it on charge and don't really touch it very often. But since my Talent Cell is starting to get a little, I don't know, overused. I started using that a little bit because I was I was losing power on my activations. It was saying I was getting out 20 watts, but I wasn't getting out 20 watts.
We have Dennis in the chat, and 86DM. He has a podcast called what's it called again? I keep forgetting. Handom Thoughts.
Oh my god!
And also he does batteries, Denko batteries. So,
You know, Dennis. You know, Junie may be a great person to maybe do a podcast with.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
Absolutely.
I'm cool with that. Now, when I'm settled wherever I'm at, I do intend on having my own YouTube channel called Ham and Quackers. So
Nice.
yes, I thought that would get
That's
you.
great.
I knew
That's
it would
great.
get you. So
That's
Ham
great.
and Quackers will be the will be it, and hopefully Mochi will be around for that, because I'm not not that I don't know video editing and stuff, but I got to have an intro and an outro and make it good and fun.
You'll figure it out. Trust us.
But
well,
yeah,
there's 6 people right here in this stream right here that if you need assistance with that, you just reach out. We'll help you out.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
You know
I
that.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And 2 of them are within like immediate driving distance.
Exactly.
That is true. That is true. Wait, who's the second?
Really?
I know Don is. Wait, who's questioning? Really? You are?
That way.
Where are you at?
He's in Jersey.
Oh,
Jersey.
right, New Jersey.
The Jersey boy.
Boydie, Jersey. How far are you from the Newcastle, Delaware store?
It takes me an hour to get down there.
Okay,
It
so you're
takes me
not.
more time to get down there than it does for me to stay in the store and come back.
Yeah, Junie, if you ever need help, I do a fantastic duck voiceover for your intro. Have you?
Oh, very nice. Very nice. I have some ideas, but you know, I'm always willing to listen to other people.
Junie, what do you think? So now that you've done some things, you've interacted with the clubs locally, some local stuff, repeaters, POTA.
Oh, yeah.
What do you where do you think you're gonna and I know that can be a hard question because a lot of us don't know what our next rabbit hole, as they say, is going to bring us to. But what do you kind of what's sort of like interesting you that you haven't done yet within ham radio, but you think something I may want to talk to somebody and get a little bit more anything down the pike?
Well, it's interesting. So getting my extra is one of the things that is one of my goals. Okay. So I definitely want to get my extra class license. Yep. I think it's important to have, and I also want to be fluent in the language of Morse code. I have been in a Long Island CW club, which has been awesome. And then I also did CW Ops Academy, which was also very helpful. But man, if you don't use it, you lose it. It is so quick to go and just leave. So it is a language, and I learned rather quickly and I lost it rather quickly. So I really need to be a little bit better with getting on CW and listening and doing stuff. As far as long term, I feel like there is something I can do in amateur radio that can help people. I see a ton of stuff for you. So I mean, I got this crystal ball, man. You're
so in July there's this plaque event, and there's 3 guys that live up there, and there's this we have this club call sign that would probably be cool for all of you guys to activate on. So just saying.
Well, let's do this then. You know something, Shane? We should vote her in.
Oh, do I need to make a motion?
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, yes. I will make a motion to accept November 1 Delta Uniform Charlie as a member of the Ham Radio. As a member of the Ham Radio Clubhouse.
I'll second it, please.
All in favor?
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh my gosh.
I'd like to
and it's an actual club. It's an actual club.
Junie, what I'll do is I'll send you some stickers too.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, Mochi!
Just don't stick them on.
I mean, there's no fringe benefits. So I mean,
can we make Moochie our first
Yeah.
Flying creature, remember?
Yes.
Isn't he the best? He's been sitting here the whole time
I will
listening to me
second it.
talk.
I have been
second it.
captivated. I've been captivated because he's been in frame and making eye contact with the camera the
Thank you.
entire time.
Thank
I was
you.
like, wow.
Is this not the craziest thing you've ever seen? I mean, this is like,
I
Look at
love
that.
it.
He's bowing. He's bowing.
thank you.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Very
Let's do it. A motion to
Now he's-
accept
I can
Moochie.
translate this. I told you
I will
was a
second that.
All in favor?
Moochie has to be our official antenna hanger.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Don't you have to have a call sign?
Nope.
I'm
Wait.
still working on it. I'm working on
Smoking
it.
Ape doesn't have one. He's a member.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good point.
Induction ceremony.
Good point. Good point. Excellent.
I love. Do you do any storm chasing like currently? I know you talked about hurricane, but that makes me go, that's awesome.
So when I was in college,
Yeah.
I took meteorology classes, and
Yeah.
I mean the ones that require like engineering, physics, and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'll tell you, I was terrible at physics, but man, you apply it to meteorology, and it was like, I got this.
It makes sense.
Yeah, once it's applied, I get it. But that doesn't mean I know when something's going to happen, how it's going to happen, whatever.
Yeah.
I took a broadcast meteorology class. I was actually a very quiet person. I did not like speaking in public. I did not like being in front of classrooms and talking. It was the scariest thing I ever did was taking that broadcast meteorology class. So I was in front of a television, actually looked my name up, Junie N1DUC, bringing the weather to your home. I have two recordings from when I was in college, and I also I
was
really
this?
enjoyed doing it.
What college was this now? What college?
Embry-Riddle at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University,
Where's that?
Great school.
Daytona Beach, Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing.
You have a choice.
school.
It's Florida or Arizona, so.
Right. Or you can do worldwide, but that
Yeah.
not the same. You don't get the
Yeah.
same dynamic there. So yes, most students, most people in college, when you go to school, you most people don't know what they want to get into. That school is aviation based. So everybody there all knows kind of where they want to go, what they want to do, right? Whether it's engineering physics or aviation, aviation engineering, aerospace engineering, or aviation, whatever it may be. The meteorology was even it was related to aviation, right? So whenever a plane would fly over, people would look at it. It didn't matter how many times you saw it. People were passionate about
Oh, yeah.
aviation, right?
Then they try to spot what type it is.
So yeah, my teacher, the first day, Lou McNally, if he sees this, that would be amazing. He's not a ham, but I don't care. He is amazing. And the first day he said, you don't like to be touched. If you can't take, comments being thrown at you, just leave my class right now. I don't want you here because people are going to be doing your makeup. They're going to be putting microphones on you. I was like, and then he goes, okay, I'm going to read off the list. All right. When you hear your last name, stand up, turn around, tell me where you're from. And I was like, okay. So of course, Casone, I'm the first on the list. So he's like, so I stand up, I turn around and I said, I'm from Connecticut. He goes, Rhode Island, sit down. And I'm like, what the hell? What is going on here?
Hold on. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a special announcement, people.
Yes. Good afternoon, folks. This is Junie N1DUC with your weather update. We're looking at storms across the front up to the north and our weekend ahead. But first, we're going to check out our radar. Oh, yes. Storms that you see.
Still raining in Mississippi. Dang.
Oh, yeah.
It's still raining in Florida. What are you talking about?
Look at that. Little did I know. Noah.
Nice
Right by
job.
my-
Nice job.
That's awesome.
Nice
Good job.
Nice job.
Yo, that was 2015. It's still raining? Jeez.
Yes.
Joe
unfortunately.
Brett cannot leave the shed.
So yeah, back to what we were actually talking about. So I did the broadcast meteorology class, and that got me into like going and looking at storms and stuff. So I would like, if there was a tornado warning, they would like tell us to.
Oh no.
Speaking of tornado warning.
Wait.
Oh, we lost Junie.
Oh my gosh, am I back?
Oh, wait.
That was-
Your audio's back.
there you
Yep,
go.
you're back. You're back.
Too
You're
much
back. Good to go.
bandwidth. Too much bandwidth there watching me. Yep. So,
So You said as soon as the tornado alert goes off.
And we lost her again.
Am I back?
Oh, you're back. You're back.
There you go.
Back.
Do you have YouTube playing on another window or something like that at the same time? Or are you just on this?
I don't know what you said.
Do you have YouTube also open at the same time?
I have. Oh my gosh, what was that?
Do you have YouTube open at the same time?
No.
Okay, good. All right.
It'll
I thought
catch
maybe
up.
Hopefully
more
other
power.
people don't have YouTube on right now watching me. Elizabeth might end up turning.
Elizabeth, if you're watching, shut that off now.
Turn it off now. That
Oh my
look
God,
right there.
I got my rapid fire questions for her. We got to do rapid
All right,
fire.
Junie, you're back. You're back.
Okay. I'm here.
Right. Junie, you ready?
You are back.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you ready? Rapid fire. Your
This
favorite
is the
snack.
best episode, by the way. I love
Your
it.
favorite snack, Junie.
My
Your favorite snack.
my favorite snack.
Quick, hurry up. Hurry up.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Ooh,
Your
nice.
favorite ice cream. What flavor?
Oh, Half Baked by Ben and Jerry's.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You're going out for dinner.
Uh-huh.
Steak, chicken, or fish?
Oh, steak.
What kind-
Yeah.
and how do you like it? And how do you like
Rare mooing.
it?
Yes.
Ooh.
You're coming out of your favorite. You're coming out of your favorite park. Maybe you're hitting the Glenwood Diner, or maybe Chicks, or I'm trying to think of all the great hot dog stands in Connecticut. Anyway, a hot dog or a hamburger?
Cheeseburger?
Okay.
Probably a cheeseburger.
Fries?
Toppings.
Yeah,
Toppings.
yeah. Probably curly fries. Oh, toppings. Lettuce, tomato, mayo, salt. Well, not salt, pepper. Lettuce, tomato, mayo. What else? Pickles. Bacon. Bacon.
Gotta have the bacon.
Bacon.
Gotta
You
have
mentioned
bacon.
before about beer. What kind of beer you like? What's your favorite? What do you like?
My! So my favorite American beer is
An open one?
Kentucky. That was good. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
Oh, it's a great one.
Good
It is
stuff.
fantastic. If you haven't tried it, you should go and grab some. But there's only 4 to a pack. And then are you? What is that? Is that wine? Or is that
No,
like-
that's a beer.
That-
That's
that's a
called
dark beer.
the Lakewood Temptress, and it's a peanut butter stout.
Excellent. Ooh.
It's delish.
Better.
And then the other one is, please, I'm butchering this German beer, but it's Weihenstephaner.
Weisstefana.
Yeah, thank you.
Weisstefana.
Yeah.
That is my favorite brewery.
How do you know about that, Shane? Nice.
Because
Look
it's
at
the
you.
It's the oldest. It's the
beer.
oldest brewery in
beer snob.
Germany.
Thank you. Actually,
Where are you
yes,
been?
There you go.
it was like
Nice.
Christ time kind of thing, like right after that. It was like beer. So
10. I think it was 1047. I think something like that. It's way
Ridiculously early.
old. Yes.
What do you?
I have a couple bottles of their the Crystal Weiss in their refrigerator. That's my summer beers. They're the Weisstefana Crystal Weiss.
Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there.
Guys, I got to step out for 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don's got to make water.
No. Someone just came home and she's showing me a box. And I don't know if it's something that I ordered or
okay.
something.
That's
Don's in
considered a
trouble.
secret.
Good night, Don.
We'll see the fire hose turn on here in a minute.
Nice. All right, so Junie, you said you've got a YouTube channel coming up. When are we going to see the YouTube channel?
Well, so here's the deal. I'm in transition right now. So
Okay.
I went on a trip. I activated a bunch of parks. I went and looked at some places to potentially live, but it didn't work. It didn't work out. And then I come back to my parents' house to find out I'm allergic to something in the house. To the point where I kind of had to go to the doctor, at like hospital, because I was having trouble breathing and stuff. And very, very good family friends of mine are kind of like housing me temporarily while I find a home to either buy or rent. Renting is not very easy because when you go, I have 10 ducks. And 3 of them live in the house. One of them's disabled. They go, no.
But I'll pay the pet deposit.
Right, exactly. They stay in pack and plays. like children. They have a pack and play. They go in the back. They go in the back.
Tell us about it.
Okay.
He's trying to take over.
It's intense. I know, Mochi. I know. Well, his sister's calling for him. His sister's calling. Marvel, it's going to be okay. I'll get you. You can be on the show, too. She's jealous. She's just jealous that she's not on the show. So, okay.
She's like, enough airtime, guys. Enough. You need to share.
This is great.
They're gonna start fighting. This is my moment to shine. Go away.
So this is Marvel, Mochi's sister. They're half brother and sister. She's got a little poof. Okay, Marvel, don't be camera shy. I know this is your first time. I know. It's okay. They're not gonna hurt you. Don't worry. So anyway, where was I? I got distracted by Quack again. Oh gosh. Now Cleo wants to be on the air. I can't do this, Cleo. I'm sorry. I just
I love it.
I can't.
I love
Oh God, you just missed it.
So we were
What I missed.
so we were talking about living conditions and letting a landlord know that you have 10 ducks.
So here's
Are they on the
deal.
lease?
Here's the deal. No.
Right.
So here's the deal. I have.
Oh, I love it.
It's
That's awesome.
quacktastic. So I have something called the Quack Shack that I'm building. It is a yellow coupe on wheels. It's on a trailer, so that if I do move, they will have a home to live in when I get there.
That's
At
cool.
least the outdoor ducks. Now the indoor ducks, they do tend to. I know this sounds weird, guys. I know we don't want to talk about this, but they do shower and bathe with me. It's pretty cool. Kind of like that movie, Fly Away Home, where the geese are with the girl and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
They are totally into that. They love to just hang out in the
So
shower.
it's funny. It's funny because my I have to shut the door.
No. She's flinging poo. That's her thing. She's a poo flinger. Come here. Stop that. Stop. No flinging the poo. She's like a monkey. My friend
I don't
calls
think,
her
you know
monkey for that reason.
26 weeks of doing this. I don't think we ever heard that. Don't point the poo. That's one thing we haven't had a problem with around
She
here.
just took Mochi's poop and went,
So if anybody's watching, if anybody's listening to the podcast right now, you need to pause it, and then you got to come and watch it on YouTube because we're at the minute and 8 mark. And
1 hour 8. Hour 8.
1 hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, this is priceless. This is the best show ever. I love it. It's amazing.
Even when Frank comes on the show, we haven't had that problem. I mean,
they're relatively clean. I just
Shane, are you all right,
So,
Shane? Am I gonna come down there and look at him?
You can't breathe.
I'm trying to hold on to my.
No,
I'm trying not to
the
drop my
poo.
cigar.
Hey, get that out of your mouth.
I'm trying not to drop my cigar either.
Well, here's the deal. I've also thought of little things around that, because she flings her poo, and I'm like, you flinging a poo, like Mr. T.
Yeah, you guys,
Hey,
I pity the
Shane.
poo. She flinging a poo.
Hey,
Yeah.
Shane.
That is, yes, she does.
Catch.
So, brother.
Okay, so back to what
Rename your duck.
you broke Shane.
Poop
You
or
broke
poo.
Oh,
Scott's got to go. Oh, wait.
Are you upset? Are you upset?
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She flung my poo.
She did. She's bringing it.
You know what
Pity the
Chloe's
poo.
favorite band is,
Pity
eh?
the poo.
You know what Chloe's favorite band is, eh? It's Poo Fight Us.
Really, Greg?
Oh, man.
Really?
All right.
All right, guys.
All right.
Good night. We'll see you. Thanks for joining us.
Oh my God.
Demonetized before
I
we
was
ever
waiting for
monetized.
Greg. I was waiting for Greg to say something. I really was.
There's 1,001 questions I have, but I ain't asking them here. That's for sure.
No. Oh goodness.
Oh God, no.
So my Junie, my son, he decided he wanted to buy ducks last year, and he bought 3 ducks.
What
And
kind?
then don't ask me. I don't know. That's
Are they white?
No, he has one white, one that's multicolored, and then one that's like grayish.
Okay, very good.
Anyways, so he's got 3. I don't know what it is with people and ducks and the obsession. He just keeps on saying, "I want to buy more.
I want to buy more. I want to buy
And
more.
it's like, but what? They just walk around the yard and do nothing. What do they do
Okay,
for us?
So for me personally, this
Tell
guy, I hatched him from an egg. Okay.
Yeah.
So I basically took an egg from my duck's nest outside,
Mhm.
and I said, I'm going to hatch this myself. So I turned his egg and Marvel's also an egg that I hatched. I turned the egg, and then towards it takes 28 days for a duck to hatch.
Right.
So the week before, I would talk to the egg, and I would be like, "Oh, hi, Mochi. Hi." I would be like, "Peep, peep, peep, peep," and I'd hear peeping sometimes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I peeped at him. I peeped. All right. So I'm peeping at the egg.
We should have stopped. Now you sound like the crazy duck lady.
I am
Oh,
a crazy duck
no,
lady.
she's not. She is not. She's
Keep
not
going.
the crazy duck
No,
lady.
I want to
I
hear
will-
this. I want to hear. I need to know what my son's getting into. Go ahead.
So I was very fortunate. So Mochi, at the time, I was taking, I was at a community college taking classes because my goal is to become a veterinarian. So I'll be a vet squared, basically, a veteran and a veterinarian.
Nice.
So, I'm hoping, I know, segue, I'm hoping to help veterans to give them low cost or free veterinary care.
Excellent.
So that is a goal that I have,
That's
because if
beautiful.
you go into it without a goal, it's pointless. What do I want to do? I want to be able to help people who have ducks. I want to help people because there are very few vets out there that actually have avian vet experience. Like they are an avian vet and they have had experience with ducks. I have learned so much just from having them. And he is laughing. What are you laughing at?
So Plasma Storm says, "I want a duck now. I'm gonna name him Chris P. Duck."
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Poor unfortunate soul.
I can take
And-
a joke, okay? I can take a joke.
So
broke
so
But
my
there's a connection.
The duck
There's a
doesn't look
connection.
amused.
right, the duck's like,
Mochi thinks I'm his mom, okay?
that's awesome.
He thinks I'm his mom. He would rather be with me all the time, follow me everywhere. By the way, my Facebook page, they're paddleboarding with me. He goes paddleboarding with Marvel. They come
saw
on
that,
over.
Yes, we saw
That's
They
awesome.
go paddleboarding. They stay right with me. There's a connection with a duck that a dog I haven't had a connection with, or another animal. There's a mothering instinct that comes out, especially in females, for to like take care of them, because right now, if I were to like leave them outside, they could get eaten by a raccoon. Right? So it's important to like house them properly. There's a protective instinct that comes out with them. So Mochi like naps with me. He'll like cuddle right here on my shoulder. If I go to the beach, he perches on my shoulder, and people think it's a seagull. They think Mochi's a seagull.
That's
They're
really
like,
awesome.
that's a weird looking seagull.
Wow.
That's a weird
That's because it's a
looking
duck.
And Mochi says, I ain't no seagull.
Hold on. It gets better.
Right?
It gets better. Is that yours?
No, I found
That's
him on the side of the highway.
That is just, like I trained this duck that I just found, like to sit on my shoulder.
Junie, for Halloween, can you dress up like the lady in Home Alone in the park? and then send us a picture. You know what I'm talking about? Like the
Oh yeah.
Is it the lady or is it
Oh,
the man? I forget. It's the old
The
lady.
lady, yeah, that's
We
the
should do
lady.
that
in
for
Home Alone.
Halloween.
I'm gonna have to watch Home Alone again because
Home Alone
I've
2 New
seen-
York.
Yeah,
Home
Home Alone
Alone 2 New
2.
York.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Watch
watch
it.
that again. Okay.
And then I want you. That's my challenge to you. You're gonna do a Halloween costume. Take a picture. I want you to share it here with the clubhouse.
I appreciate the challenge. I
Yeah.
duly
Do you
noted.
accept it?
I will accept it if I have the money for it. I will accept it.
There you
And
go.
I'm certain the people that I am living with right now can help me because they're very good at costumes and thinking.
It's
of
nothing
things.
that you can't find at the local Army Navy store or
Or like a
Goodwill.
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 Yeah.
Goodwill.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apple
Okay.
Award.
Or you
challenge
might have it in your
accepted.
closet. Who knows? You'll see.
Yeah.
So
So we have 63 watching, and I think there's like 47 likes on the stream. So if you're enjoying the conversations with Junie and Moki and all this Moochie, sorry, I'll get there in a minute.
And all this
Smash that like button. This has been a fantastic stream.
Absolutely
You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Thanks for
I
sticking
hope
with
I
us.
didn't talk too much. 'Cause-
No.
Keep going.
That's,
Keep
Otherwise,
going.
it's just a bunch of bored, drunk friends hanging out here going,
Yeah.
what's
all
going
right,
on
well,
this way?
now it's the second hour.
Right?
Well, we're 15 minutes into the second hour.
I'm hearing quacking. Do you hear that?
How does it go? Do you want to buy a duck? A what? A duck.
A
Does
what?
It quack? Of course it quacks.
Waddle, 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 waddle.
Oh yes.
Waddle,
Oh,
waddle,
and he waddled away, waddle till the very next day. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, I got
You
that
like
song in
grapes?
my head all night. I'll have that song in my head all
Mochi
night.
like grapes. Oh, by the way, so Mochi. Okay, Mochi is a very interesting duck. So he okay.
Hold on.
So
We got to take
he's
one
reading-
quick
it's in
timeout.
German.
One quick timeout. Matthew Brown, first time on the stream, says he has just subscribed. Matthew, thank you so much. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse. We have 25 other episodes that are just as crazy as this, so welcome. Anyway,
I gotta
know.
interrupt. Hold on, Dennis. Is that German that you're spelling? Because listen, before when
Yes.
she was trying to, guys, before when she was trying to pronounce the beer, there's a reason why she doesn't speak German. That's because the Americans saved all of us from learning German proficiently. So take your German, go somewhere else. That's all I gotta say. We don't want to.
So funny,
Hold
funny
on,
story.
Daniel.
Yeah.
I need to,
Yeah.
our buddy Torsten from Germany is in the chat speaking German. So
Yes, he is.
Nice.
And,
Thank you, Daniel. Thanks.
Sorry, my
Nice.
German friend. We love you. We love
See, you all need to understand that Daniel's borders is closed right now, so he's not afraid of people coming after him. So he's just letting loose.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Look at the comment that was just posted. My shirtless Mexico stream has been trumped by the duck stream.
the Gulf Stream. No, it's Duck Stream.
Now you're gonna make me do Google Translate, eh, Dennis? You're saying something about me. Oh, I gotta check this out.
I don't think it was that bad. It said "ouse" in it. I mean, come on. I couldn't read it fast enough. I know a few words. I know a few words, but obviously I don't know how to read off German beer names. That's I'm working on it.
That's all
it's
right.
Hofbräu. It is Hofbräu, not Hofbrau, by the way. It's
Exactly.
Hofbräu.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And it's not Cologne, it's Köln. So
It's
get it
Köln.
straight, people. No, I'm just
And they
kidding.
and they only make Kolsch in Cologne.
Yes,
it's only
Kölsch is-
drank-
it's all right.
And it's
all right.
only drank out of a Stanja glass.
Stanja. Okay,
Jody,
so
Jody, what do you think of Miller Lite?
Scout,
so,
I hate you. I hate you.
so I can't say I've had it before. But
that's all you gotta say.
I'm a beer
Okay, we're all right.
snob. I'm a beer snob as well as an SWR snob. So
You won't have a Miller
that's
Lite
just,
then. Okay.
Okay.
I will try
Sorry.
it. I will try anything once.
You're not missing anything.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
You're not missing anything.
You're not missing anything.
I've had Schlitz.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I'd rather drink Schlitz
the Blue
than,
Bull.
Miller.
Wow.
Also, German. Very good sound effect. Now, was that a button that you just pressed to do
No,
that?
that
or
was all
live?
natural.
That was Shane. That's
That was all me.
all we
I
do
don't
is
need a
just,
soundboard.
we just poke him in his love handle and boom.
You should have recorded that for your soundboard. That was perfect.
Well,
that
I mean,
was
the
good.
stream does get posted live. It does get posted as a video after we're done here.
There you go.
So
And
if
you can
anyone wants to
record
go
Mochi.
rip that out, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And we can run it through. What's the software that To was running? FL Digi. So we could run Mochi's Dits and Dahs through FL Digi and decode and see what he said.
Ah.
Done.
There you go.
That's right. So,
That's my case.
whoa, where were we?
Yeah, I forgot.
Somebody said squirrel or
Probably
something.
that
Well, it's about that time of the stream. If we wanted to invite anyone in who wanted to come and ask Junie some questions,
Perfect.
Junie, if you're okay with that.
Okay, ready?
We can post the link in the stream. And if you've got, please have good audio and video. We do have people that join us on the podcast that would love to hear your audio. So if you're doing this.
Hi, I would like to talk to you about the...
Yeah, we're not going to hear you. So
were you going to finish that with you trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty?
I feel like
those are
I'll
my
still
favorite
get
phone
those
calls
when
to
I'm
get
dead.
ever.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a check coming from one of those. That's for another stream.
That's how you pay for your flying addiction.
Where do you think I got that Buddy Stick Pro from?
I know where I got mine from.
I welcome calls about my car's extended warranty. Please call me. You have my number.
Junie, question for you. Do you have any guard ducks?
Did you not see what Mochi
Okay,
did?
so Mochi, if you want to call it, he's got a foot fetish. He likes Crocs too. So if anyone's wearing Crocs, he will attack your feet.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
There's one person that jumps up on the couch every time Mochi is around because Mochi will go after certain people's feet. So he is very protective over me. But I wouldn't say that he would. I mean, if he went after you, you pick him up and he'll just stop and he'll be like, "Oh, okay."
No, you've seen that before. There are some people who have like guard ducks that are like for livestock and stuff like that, for other birds and things.
I've seen geese. I have not seen any guard ducks yet.
That's because
geese are so
geese
protective.
are mean.
Hey, I got Mr. Miyagi
Yes, they
here.
are.
Mr. Miyagi, hey, you want to talk? You want to talk? Show everybody your beard. Show everybody your beard. That's right, Mr. Miyagi, Mr. Miducky, Mimochi.
So
Come on, guys. Come up. You're creative.
the link to join us is pinned to the top. So if you want to jump in, we can have a maximum of 10 people. If the stream gets full, please be patient with us. And if you see someone drop out, then hit the button and try again. But we can only get 10 at a time. So we will wait for it. And I know I have this sneaky feeling there's this guy who's going to want to come join us. And let's see if he's here. Yeah, he's here. What's up, Evan? How are you, buddy? Oh, we have two.
Evan,
We have
good
two.
evening.
Look at this.
Hold on.
Who kicked him out? Aw.
What happened? What happened? Hi.
Hello.
Mike,
All right,
we didn't kick you out.
Evan and Mike. Mike, K8MRD Radio Stuff YouTube channel. And Evan, welcome, my friend.
Ahoy, hoy.
Welcome to the show. Oh, shoot.
No,
Everybody watch-
not
All right.
yet, not yet, not yet.
All right,
not
all
yet,
right. So
not yet.
let's stand by. Stand by. We'll get to you in just 1 second. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Great.
The stream is amazing. Thank you.
Very
I
nice.
have been liking the entire
Nice.
live stream. It's Yagsuman. No, this is fantastic, boys. Really, really fun time. I'm glad to be out here in the dark, so you can't really see my face. But yeah, Junie, good to see you out there. Good to see just women in general in ham radio. And
Awesome.
I read about you, or someone told me about you just recently.
Yeah.
Junie
about
was in QST.
That's what it
QST.
was. That's what it was.
Yeah.
With Mochi
Yes.
and Marvel. Yep. At our first Parks on the Air activation with the club. That was actually
Nice.
the photo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was what it was. Thanks for reminding me. I'm only one cocktail in.
I'm a couple in. We're getting there.
Mike likes to do a little Parks on the Air as well.
I've done one or
He
two.
is he's a Parks on the Air-aholic, we like to call it.
But
Oda
yeah,
Daddy.
so I wanted to just hop on. Don and I were talking earlier about tonight's stream, and I was like, yes, dude, you got the duck lady out. That's great. That's so cool. But yeah, it's and you said you were starting a YouTube channel.
I hope to.
You
soon.
hope to.
Please
Yeah,
do. Please do.
Just get out and film it. And I film all my videos with my iPhone, and I edit on iMovie.
Okay.
The biggest bit of advice I will give you: video quality means nothing. Audio quality means everything. So get some kind
Everything.
of this good microphone.
Okay.
Even if it's just a crummy like shotgun mic. I use a Rode wireless.
I love my Rode. Yeah,
Actually, I have a question for these people who have YouTube channels. I was thinking about adding a little clip about a nonprofit organization that might be able to get donations, like each video recording, so that this, like, I have a friend who has, for example, a raptor sanctuary, and she could always use donations so that she can feed her raptors. Do a little segment with them so that they can kind of, get their name out there or whatever. What are your thoughts on that, honestly? Because I don't know if if people actually do that. Non-radio related, animal related. For me, animals are my life, besides radio. And if I can connect both of them, I'd love to,
As an animal lover, I would say absolutely do it. I don't know what the results would be.
Okay.
So don't get discouraged. I mean, you're growing a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
My first YouTube video was me putting a bunch of Bofang radios in a Harbor Freight box. So you have to start somewhere.
There you go.
I'm all about. So I love animals way more than people. I'm a huge animal lover. So absolutely, you have my support with that. And, what the heck else was I going to say? There's a mute button there, Shane.
I tried to cover it, man. I thought my gate would catch it. Sorry, guys.
No,
but
no.
Yeah, I mean, just do your thing, do what you want to do,
yeah,
and do it exactly how you want to do it, and be yourself. And that's honestly the most important thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just think going out there and doing things as a YL is kind of important too, to show other females that it's possible. You can do it.
Absolutely is, especially.
I didn't realize. Radio. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, go ahead.
I didn't realize that a lot of females. I'm confident because I had 3 older brothers. Okay, I fly planes. I piloted ships. I have confidence. So, a lot of females, and I didn't realize this, can be shy. There's that mic shyness. Don't get me wrong. OMs, guys as well, or whoever is on the air. Some people have mic shyness, and I didn't realize this until recently. And I'm like, why don't you want to get on the air? Because what's going to go wrong, right? And I did a presentation for a club, and one of the ladies, they got together with their husband, and they're doing parks like crazy now. They're like, thank you. You got me going. You got me there. And I'm like, if I can get one person into radio, if I can get another person as engaged in Parks on the Air as I am, that is my goal. That makes me so happy to see other people getting into radio.
Junie,
that's something that sorry, let me just jump in here real quick. That's something that I think amateur radio needs right now is, there's a lot of talk about how do we get younger kids in or just not younger kids,
right,
just younger people in amateur radio. But also you don't see a lot of ladies here. So that's something that would be such a positive impact that you could do, showing the female side of getting on the air, and just hey, I'm out here doing it, and just having that voice, if you will, calling CQ POTA with a female voice. Boy, you're gonna have a lot of chasers. So I
got my duck here. He started, but I didn't realize that there was this part of it. I didn't realize it until I started talking with people, and I'm like, wow, some people are licensed for years and don't actually get on the air. They just listen.
Yes.
I was like, really? Right. And I mean, we're talking single sideband voice, not CW. CW is a totally different animal.
Yeah.
That's a totally different animal. I mean, that right there, getting the confidence to do that. Yeah, you just have to go out. If people are so nice in this hobby, that's what I love about it. They're not gonna. Yeah, there might be a few out there that are a little grumpy, whatever. That's what I like to say. They're grumpy. But as far as I'm concerned, I had a 5-watt pileup on field day this year. 5 watts. A pile up, and it was one after the other. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a station that called me that was running 500 watts or 1,000 watts. I can't remember, a kilowatt, whatever. And there were 5 of them that got in my log. They were from a club at home, and they could hear me, which was amazing. So,
that's awesome.
So yeah, and my brother was standing there like this. No joke. And he's
Nice.
recording me. He was excited for me too.
Yeah.
Now his so that was my moment during field day. And then his moment was he made a 5 watt. He broke a pile up to Alaska with 5 watts.
Nice.
I love QRP.
That's the
I
way
think
to do it.
QRP is
Nice.
awesome. He said, "Okay, I'm done. That's it. Field day's over for me."
Yep.
And it was
If you've seen my latest video, I'm the same way. I hit Alaska from Texas. I'm like, all right, I'm done. See you guys later. Take
All
care.
right.
Bye bye.
Guys, everybody here. So
yeah, I'm sorry, I interrupted. What was the?
no. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
5,
Oh,
4, 3,
Can we just mute him?
2, 1. Oh, he muted himself.
and he's muted.
Who hit the mute button?
Welcome to Take
Sorry, this is workout here. I thought it'd be better for my face and all.
Do you want to listen to this?
Welcome to the stream.
Frank, welcome aboard, Frank.
What
Frank,
is
welcome
up?
aboard.
Hold on, lights. There we go. What is up, y'all? I've been loving
I just realized it. Frank and I have the same shirt on basically tonight. So
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
YouTube's Hamfest.
that's right. But Frank, what do you
Yeah.
think tonight? Frank, isn't she great?
She's awesome.
Isn't
I
she?
am
Yep.
a little bummed that I never made contact with you. I don't
We're
think
getting
I have
there.
you in my
We're
log.
gonna make that happen.
All right, we're gonna have to work things out. So if anyone wants to try to make contact with me, so right now I don't have an antenna up. I had a G5RV up about 50 feet at my parents' house between 2 trees.
Uh-huh.
And it was awesome. I mean, I could talk the world on 20 watts. It was fine. A G5RV, I tuned it up on my G90. It was great. Okay. Well, my dad decided to cut down one of the trees.
Oh,
Well, that sucks.
And then I had the problem with the house where, I'm kind of in transition now. I'm looking at buying a house possibly in Virginia, or if anybody has something to rent that would allow some ducks on their property, hey, I'm here. I'm willing to rent for a little while, okay? But otherwise, yeah. So
I got big land.
I
Texas.
in Texas.
In
Well,
It's
Texas.
hot. It's hot down here.
Okay,
No,
no,
it's
no
not.
beer for you.
The cold front
Nah,
just
it's
came
really
through.
cool. Virginia is
Smart
a
duck.
beautiful state, though. I
It
love
is,
The duck's
and
like,
you know
lived there
what?
for
seize the
4
moment.
years. Loved it.
Parks on the Air. It's funny. I'm looking at houses, and then I go onto the Parks on the Air map and see how close the nearest park is to my house.
good ham. You're a good ham. You're a good ham. I like that.
Yes, that's how I try to figure out where I want to live. But there's
good.
been
Just make sure no HOA.
I know.
No
oh yeah,
HOA.
totally no HOA. Are you kidding me? No.
The devil.
Yeah, they mess everything up. So yeah, everybody who lives in them, I get it. I understand why you might want to live in one, but ducks are more important than HOAs for me. So are antennas.
So one thing that we haven't done yet is we've invited Evan in, and Evan hasn't had a chance to say hello. So
Evan,
Evan, my
Hi,
friend,
Evan.
Thank you for your patience.
yeah,
What's
thank
happening,
you.
everybody? No
Much-
problem. It's been an interesting stream just listening in. So, yeah.
Yay! Look at that.
Yay! My buddy
Oh!
Dwayne.
Thank you, Dwayne, for buying us a coffee. By the way, their link is. Did you put up the link there, Bear Snack? We don't say it often. We say it once a show. The link will be above for buying us the coffee if you want to
It's in
support.
the description.
It's in the description of the show.
Or buy us a
So-
beer because it's
Or
a
a cigar. Or a cigar. Whatever you all
or a
want.
cigar, whatever you want to do.
It's all deeply appreciated.
Duck
Hey,
food in the in the upcoming episodes would be very helpful.
Oh, there you go.
a duck
Guys, maybe we need to have a meeting after this stream.
Evan looks like he's at the slot machine. Don't those look like two handles for like
Right?
slot machines? There? What is that?
I know
actually
exactly what
thought-
those handles are for.
Okay. I thought I was on a ship for a second, and those were the magnetic
controls.
up on top where there's a magnet, or not a magnet. I can't even talk. I'm gonna shut up now. Keep going, gentlemen.
So Evan, welcome. Did you have a question, a comment, or something you wanted to ask Junie? Or do you just want to come hang out?
It seems like well, that too, but it sounds like, they're just like pets, like a dog or a cat. And I was just curious if you keep them in the house with you, or they stay outside, or what?
Okay, so that's a very good question. So I have the three that I have that are closest to me normally would stay in the house. They have a pack and play. They have an area where they stay. I put like a shower curtain down, so they're a little messy. Ducks are a little messy. And then, air purifier,
we saw that
all
earlier.
that good stuff. Yes. So those are the few that stay in the house. So the lucky ducks, and then the other ducks have a coop. Yep. The other ducks have a coop, and they stay outside, and they have a fenced-in area, and they love their life too. I'm just very protective over the ones that are that I hatched myself. I don't know why, but.
Now, you mentioned earlier about.
So I have another question. Oops, sorry, Frank.
Yeah.
Oh, go for it.
Stevie Daniels, 3 beers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Daniels. Thank you.
I have another question.
Mr.
So
I'm
we've
sorry.
got
Sorry.
got chickens here on our homestead. We've got chickens here on our homestead. We've got 40 acres, live way out in the middle of nowhere, and I was just curious, do they lay eggs, and if they do you do anything with them?
Okay, yes. So I have chickens as well, by the way. I don't talk about them very much because I didn't make a connection with them like I did the ducks. But yes, ducks do lay eggs, and I don't eat them because they actually give me stomach problems. But they are great. It depends on how they're made, but they're great for baking, like making cakes, noodles, anything you want moist. You use duck eggs, and they're larger. They're a little bit larger than the chicken eggs. So I've found that duck eggs are pretty amazing. So
that seems to be a common thing that people who eat duck eggs, it doesn't necessarily sit well with their stomach. I have quite a few friends who have ducks and they won't eat the eggs.
Now, but there are some people who are allergic to chicken eggs, and since ducks are waterfowl versus poultry, people can eat the duck eggs. So I was making quite a bit of money off of my duck eggs for a little while.
Oh wow, nice!
As around here, you can get like some woman. I was getting $12 a dozen from a farmer, and she was selling them for $16.
Jeez.
So yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Well, that's Connecticut and Fairfield County for you. So we won't go into that, but
we'll leave it right there. Plasma, thank you.
Plasma Storm, thank you so much. Three beers tonight. That's
thank you,
buy the duck a beer.
Thank you, brother.
Can I give him some water for you?
Yes.
So he drinks from a water bottle because he doesn't know any other way of doing it.
Okay, that's awesome.
He does drink from water bottles. And when I do drive, I have a truck I call the duck truck, of course, because that makes sense.
Yes.
He will sit in the front seat. I have a bag for him for my ducks when they travel. And I will give them drinks from the water bottle while driving. So I'll be like driving like this. I'll be like, okay, hold on, Moch, I got this. Oh, wait, I got to check the road here. So it gets a little wet, but yeah. He actually has a love for bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches ever since he was a baby. So I was like at college, and I'm eating my egg sandwich.
We're kindred spirits.
So I'm sitting there, I'm eating. So he came to school with me, by the way. This is why he's so close to me. My biology teacher thought it was amazing that I had, and this is college, mind you. He's like, this is amazing. I said, so can I bring my ducklings to class with me so they become imprinted? And he has birds. He has birds. So he's like, yes, as long as the students are okay with them being there during exams and stuff like that, or during class, and he's not a distraction. He wasn't. So he used to hang out in my hoodie because he was that big. He would just like be in my hoodie. And then I'd bring him into the courtyard during lunchtime. He lunged at my sandwich and pulled the egg out of it. And ever since then, I cannot eat a sandwich with
death to chickens.
I forgot about it. Right? So anyway, I'm like I go to this deli in Fairfield that's amazing. They have the best bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich around. Don, I will pick you one up when we meet. Okay.
Ooh,
you
nice.
will try one. You are
Another
gonna try
person
one.
that
Connecticut.
gets to meet Don before
Ooh,
I do.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little closer. But
And Frank, she also smokes a good cigar for special occasions.
I
Ooh.
will. But
My info's on QRZ, you know.
But anyway, so I get a sandwich and I have my ducks in the front seat. We're gonna go somewhere. We're going on a trip, and I forgot he likes the sandwiches. And I'm sitting there going to eat. He immediately goes for the sandwich and gets egg all over the truck. I'm like, ah! So
Is it just the egg he's going after, or is it the other stuff too?
he'll eat the bacon sometimes too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he
So
likes bacon. He likes that bacon.
he's gonna love Adam. When we were on our last POTA trip, Adam made us sandwiches every day. So Adam is the sandwich artist in the POTA trips. So he's gonna love Adam.
I would buy, because I knew this about him, I would buy egg separate, scrambled egg separate, but he and his sister wouldn't eat it. I found out that he knows what over hard is. He knows what that is. He wants his egg over hard. So now I order it over hard and he'll eat it.
So now it's a bougie duck.
Oh, he's bougie, all right. Let me tell you. He is a bougie. He's a bougie boy. Bougie boy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I just totally railroaded this whole thing. So
You're the guest. That's what your job is.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Hold on.
Crash and burn.
Shh. Hold on. Moochie's telling me something. Moochie's saying that the only problem is you don't buy Grey Poupon for him. So just make sure you buy Grey Poupon. Okay? All right.
Direct from the source, guys. Direct translation. Tom, thank you so much. Thank you for the beers tonight.
Speaking on the air, W1NPE. Do I know him? I'm going to have to go back and look. Oh, my gosh. Write your call sign in the comments. I don't know how I'm going to look this up later. This is
replay the stream.
I got to watch this whole thing again?
No, you can fast forward to fast forward to the hour and 43 mark.
Okay.
So
next time I'm going to have a notebook and write down when I need to look. Okay. All right.
So I have to say, Junie, you have a fantastic energy about you.
No.
What's going on? You guys don't see me? You don't hear me?
No, we lost you for a second.
All I heard was, you have a great energy about you when you talk about your passion. Yes.
Thank you so much for just it's contagious. So you have a great way to present your ambition, your hobby, and you have a fascinating story. I just, before we get too far into this, thank you so much for being here today. It was awesome
Thank
to have
you.
you.
Yes, absolutely.
pleasure.
Thanks
My
for coming and
pleasure.
joining us.
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to get out of here and let someone else join in. I realize I'm the 10th wheel.
Hey, how many are we right now?
Thanks for coming in, Mike.
Mike,
Good to see you, Mike.
We'll see you this week.
See you, Mike.
Yeah, buddy.
So how many wheels
right.
are on a big rig?
18.
18 wheels on a
18.
big rig. Yep.
Yeah. We can only have 10 in the stream.
Oh. So it's like the Brady Bunch now. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Roger that.
And Joe is Alice.
Yeah. And Joe.
Alice? Who the is Alice? Have
So if you were
please tell
if
me
you
the
were
right
trying to
song.
join earlier and you couldn't make it in, hit the button and you should be able to hop on in.
There we go.
POTA guys are jumping on
Beer
in.
snacks.
Right?
Are you jamming to the Foo Fighters right now? You were like,
No.
Yeah.
Who the F is Alice? There's
oh, good. I'm glad you got
way
this.
back when.
Good. Yep. Who do we have?
Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Say it ain't so.
What's up, guys?
What's going on? Junie, if you look,
POTA.
yeah, if you look at the wall behind him,
Yes.
that's all of his Parks on the Air awards.
I can
He's a
see that.
huge proponent of the Parks on the Air.
What's your what's the one that you find is your like favorite, or the one that you really, I guess your favorite award that you received?
Probably my kilo, because I got my kilo and my repeat offender the same day.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's nice.
What's your call?
Kilo Echo 8, Papa Zulu November.
Papa Zulu
Junie,
November.
put him in,
Oh, I've
Junie.
made contact with you before.
Junie, if you
No.
say if you're
No?
familiar,
I looked.
all right, Junie, listen. Ham Alert. You got to get the Ham Alert app.
Okay.
All right. And you'll catch him in the evenings now. He's doing a lot of late shifts. So and again, late. And for those of you who participate in the Parks on the Air, not only as late shift activators, but there's also the Hunter Award for late shift. So again, if you guys like to, we were talking about before about hunting being very addictive. Also, there you go. And he's one of the guys you can still catch out in the evening after 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
think
we had a question from the group that from someone who didn't catch the earlier part of the stream. It says, "What do you in the service?" And for just a 10-second blurb, oh wow, he's not having it over there.
No, he's kissing me.
Oh, okay. Just a 10-second blurb of your NOAA service and military service.
Sure. So
for those that are
basically,
just joining us.
10-second blurb. Okay, ready? Go. So I was a junior officer on a ship, on a research vessel, on two research vessels, and I had an injury, so I ended up leaving a little bit sooner than I wanted to. But I was slated to go to their aviation program so I could eventually become a hurricane hunter. But yeah, I'd work my way up. So yeah, that's what I did. I piloted research vessels for science. Woohoo!
That's awesome.
That's excellent.
So
Discovery Channel stuff,
That's awesome. I'm going to say thank you for your service. I am also going to bow out here and let someone else join. I might try to sneak back in once the stream's done. But nice meeting you, and I'm looking forward to talking to you on the air.
Likewise.
Yes,
likewise.
absolutely.
Let's make it happen.
Yes.
So
There's gonna be
I know
much more.
everybody's pretty much got QRZ on here. So the email is N1DUC.73@gmail.com. So
Nice.
if you want to try to make a contact and you really need Connecticut or something, or you just want to make a contact.
I
with me,
need Rhode
that's
Island, so if you guys could go to Rhode Island, it would be great.
Actually, I can make that happen.
And
but
I
that's
can
not
remote
Parks
into
on the
a
Air,
big
though.
station, so
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
if I have to, I'll make it work.
Junie, that's something that, because I got the two parks in Fairfield that I got to get done. Miami and Sherwood Island, and I definitely want to do Sherwood Island with you. But if you want to do a Rhode Island, I hit 5 of them back in April. I want to go back to them. I don't care. Rhode Island's parks are beautiful. They're absolutely. Misquamica is great. It's
I've been there. Just
you
not
know.
doing park stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful.
But exactly. So let's just stick our antennas right in the sand, and we'll just throw 2 chairs up and have
Yes.
some fun. So
I
absolutely,
love that.
So
I'll definitely be heading up that way this spring to do some the states up there. So
excellent.
Anybody
Yeah,
who
that'd be
needs
fun.
any states, just
Look
let me
us up,
know.
man. Look us up. Absolutely.
I'm threatening to go and work W1AW from the to chase POTA from W1AW, because I don't hear a lot of people that are working that station. I would totally go and chase Parks in the Air with W1AW, and I think most operators that are
takeover.
working POTA would be like, yes, that's something we're going to talk about afterwards. Thanks, Steve. But yes, that would be fantastic.
One question: what part of Virginia are you looking to move to?
Blacksburg.
I'm not real sure where that's at.
Near Roanoke.
Okay.
Roanoke. I think Christiansburg, I think, is the other one. In that area, generally within an hour of there.
Well, if you move to Virginia, I'm in West Virginia. So, and you start your YouTube channel, and I'll come over and we'll do a collaboration. We'll do a park together.
Hey, I gotta activate West Virginia. I haven't done that yet, so let's make it happen.
Challenge.
I like that.
There you go.
My brother is actually in Leesburg area, so I don't know if you know where that's at, but Harper's Ferry is not too far away, and all that jazz. So
I actually still got to get that one. I'm doing every park in West Virginia. I started in March, and I'm going to finish before the year's out. So
Outstanding.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Excellent.
Outstanding.
Cool. Excellent. I'm doing the same thing here for here in Connecticut. I think I got about 28 left. So
I've got 31 left.
go for it.
I got
Go for it.
230 left in Texas.
Go for it. I tell everyone, just go for it. Just start doing it. So, but hey, guys, listen, we got about 10 more minutes left. Any other quick questions for Junie before we start going around the horn? Any other quickies that anyone has in the chat, or come now or forever hold your peace? But we're gonna have her on again, though. We're definitely gonna have her on again.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yes,
I don't
Don.
mind.
Eventually, I will do every other park in Texas.
There you go.
Okay. Here's a question.
Excellent, Scout.
If you don't mind me answering.
Yeah,
What
do it. It's your
are
question.
my ducks? So I'm sorry if by the way, for anybody who has asked questions and I didn't answer the questions, I apologize. Because there's just so much going on in this thing. It's amazing.
It's crazy
But,
how that works, right?
So Mochi is a mixed breed. He's a hybrid. He's a blue Swedish and a Pekin. And then Marvel, the one that you saw with the little poof. So they have the same dad, who was a blue Swedish, and her mom was an Indian runner. And Indian runner ducks stand up really tall, like a bowling pin. They're really funny to watch. Oh my gosh, they're hilarious. And so she's Indian runner mix. So they're both they're half brother and sister. But those are the breeds. When is my next POTA outing? On Friday at Indian Well State Park.
Oh, excellent place.
This Friday. Yep.
What UTC?
I'm not certain just yet because I'll be doing a dual activation. So there will be 2 people in the park, myself and oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. If he's watching right now, I'm so sorry, Paul. Don, you know his call. I don't know.
PU.
Whiskey Victor 1. Wait, whiskey.
Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. Then
Victor 1 whiskey. Whiskey Victor 1 whiskey.
If it's before noon Central Time, which will be 1 o'clock Eastern Time, I will hunt you guys down.
I'm assuming it will be, and we will be on 40 and 20 most likely.
Excellent.
It's a very difficult park because it's between 2 hills, and I tried doing it on Sunday. I didn't have a lot of time. I was crunched for time, so I just broke even with my contacts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and anybody who's listening right now on the YouTube channel, you make a contact with me and you want a QSL card or whatever. Right now, I don't have my QSL stuff. It's all in my parents' house. I can't even give you a QSL card right now. So anybody who sends me one, I will keep it in a pile, and I'm going to return as soon as I have something. I'm going to go ahead and return my QSL cards with a new one, by the way. One that is professionally done, that isn't a Staples one, because I was getting tired of the Staples people. Yes.
All right. So you heard it. So you heard it there, folks. It's all going to be coming around.
Just wanted to say that.
So let's go around the horn here, and we're going to start tying up the ribbons around here, as they say. So James, anything you want to say there?
Tomorrow night, my live stream, CW POTA with K4NYM. Should be a great live stream, so come over and check it out.
Oh my gosh, Bill!
Yeah,
I love him. He is. By the way, I just shout out to Bill right now if he's watching. He is one of the greatest mentors for CW. He got me into. He's like, do the CW Long Island thing. Get on the air. Get out there. I was like, okay. I'm sorry.
No. Shout outs are important. That's important for everyone
Bill's
to know.
awesome.
Absolutely. So
yeah. So Junie, check out Ham Radio Adventure Guy on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll do.
Like him, subscribe to him, hit that bell for his notifications and everything. So excellent. Evan, thank you for coming on. Evan, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate your continued joining us and supporting us. So thank you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stream. Interesting, a little different, and always interesting. I don't have a whole lot to add. I did end up getting my first kilo that we talked about last week.
Nice.
So that's been pretty huge.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But I dropped your sticker pack in the mail yesterday, so you should get them in within a couple days.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I got you. I'm listening to you. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate that. And somebody may have notified. I noticed I changed my name on YouTube, so I officially, or maybe unofficially, started my YouTube channel. The name is Hamaholic, and I've got one poor video on there. You can check it out. It was an antenna build that I did. It'll get better, I promise you. I'm working on
They
it,
all
but
do.
They all do.
otherwise,
brother.
not a whole lot going on. We've got Shaq and Greg and I have got our Poda Robe coming up around Lake Monroe. We talked about last week. That's going to be not this week coming up, but the following. So that should be a lot of fun. There'll be some video that comes out of that. But yeah, good show tonight, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you. Very
That's
good.
all
Thank you,
I've got.
you.
Have
Thanks for
fun
coming,
with
man.
have fun with Greg, and thank you for getting on the air. That's always fun. Molson, my brother, what you got going on? What do you want to say?
Oh, just We Build, We Learn's the channel. And now the only thing that's stuck in my head right now is Foo Fighters, The Best of You rewritten for your duck. like what's the female duck's name there? The
Marvel.
Grab the
as
guitar,
in-
let's hear it.
Marvel.
as in
So
the
it's like
comic.
think about this. I have another confession to make. I fling poo.
Yep.
I think we should have a segment where we rewrite songs at the end of the show to make it suit the show. I think
No
it'd be amazing.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, brother
Thank you so
Molson.
much for coming, Junie.
No problem.
Thanks, Junie.
Steve, what's going on with you?
Yeah, not a whole lot. Just been busy, getting stuff cleaned up around here. Working on some house stuff, and I have jury duty tomorrow. So that'll be
Ew.
fun.
Sucker!
Federal
It's
or
traffic
local?
court.
If
Traffic
the
court?
glove don't fit, you must have quit. That's all I have to say.
I think it's traffic court because it's local municipality. So
All right. Go easy
Fun
on them
stuff.
if it's appropriate. Joe Brett, your internet tonight was fantastic.
We're
So,
pretty good, didn't it? Huh?
it was
Yeah.
I'll make sure I wasn't
sound.
muted there.
The audio, man, the sultry sounds of Mississippi, brother. You haven't lost it. You haven't lost it.
That microphone, boy, that helps you
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, it
There
does,
you
doesn't
go.
it?
Yeah.
Tick-
This is
it tickle-
K5YVY.
It tickles the eardrums right there.
So I don't really have anything planned for the channel. I did my 80 meter loop over the weekend, and it was a lot more work than I thought it was. And I said, the heck with the camera. I got enough going on. But I'd like to thank Junie for coming on the show. The energy of the show and the chat and everybody watching has been great tonight. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I play Joe Brett's YouTube channel just to get the ladies in the mood.
Great. My wife sees that. I'll have to delete my channel now.
There goes K5YVY Amateur Radio.
It's been fun.
Shane, what about you, brother?
Well, not a lot for this side of the radio. We had a busy last week. This coming weekend, Ham Radio Dude and I, and my camera, my light just went out. Anyway, all right. So, Ham Radio Dude and I are going to take Ham Radio into a hot air balloon. That will be from 12 o'clock Zulu time until about 15 Z or UTC. Yeah, one or the other. So we're going to plan on working 2 meters and 20 meters. So look for that. I'm going to try to update on my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Kilo 5, Quebec Bravo Foxtrot. Also, Ham Radio Dude on Twitter. We're going to try to update as much as we can. We have a meeting with the pilot coming up towards the end of the week. So hopefully the weather holds out. The weather holds out, then we'll be good to go. And that'll be
That's awesome, by the way.
that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait to see that too. All of us.
And both of us are gonna try to stream it live on YouTube because we'll probably be low enough in the DFW area that we should be able to maintain a cell phone connection. So, make sure you're subscribed to this side of the radio. Make sure you're subscribed to the Ham Radio Dude. Follow us on Twitter. Join us in Discord. The links for the Ham Radio Clubhouse Discord is in the description of this video. Thank you to everyone who joins us on the podcast. You guys are killing it over there. I appreciate it. And that's it. That's all I got.
Beer snack. Say hi.
Hi. Hi.
You having fun?
We're having a blast. I'm just chilling out over here, just having a good time. Channel status quo. That's fine. I'm gonna go find my bolt cutters tomorrow, and I'm gonna have some fun cutting the stainless steel whips, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, I'll be able to get back on 20 with that. Hanging out here with you guys at the clubhouse. Thank you, everybody who bought us beers tonight, and who continue to buy us beers through the week. And Junie, thanks for coming on. It was a blast. Thank you for all the quacking up jokes.
Mochi's falling asleep right now, by the way.
Oh, he is? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's got his eyes closed.
See what Joe Brett does? Just
soothing.
He can't hear any of this.
Lullaby for a ducky.
He hears the bass. Don't
make
kid yourself.
Headphones for ducks.
Hey.
So, that's what I got going on. An FT8 off Thursday nights. Hang out, have fun.
Excellent.
And I have a note here that I have to update my instructions page. So that should happen sometime in the next month.
Awesome. Junie, any last words, please? Anything you want to say?
Well, this was something else. I've only done one other interview via podcast, and that was fun. YouTube and live stuff is just amazing. I think it's very cool. So I appreciate you reaching out to me and allowing me to come, especially with Mochi. Right, Mochi? Yeah, he's tired. He's like, oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, bedtime.
So thank you for having us. And if you ever want us back, I would gladly come and visit. And, hopefully everybody enjoyed the show tonight. So I'm glad I could, to join and talk about my experience in ham radio and my life. So thank you.
And welcome to the clubhouse, by the way.
Yeah, welcome to the clubhouse.
You and Moochie, absolutely, club members. So.
Thank you.
All right, folks, I'm going to just quickly keep it here. Smoke Signals RF on YouTube. You catch me on Twitter. We'll be in a park on Sunday. The goal is 3 parks on Sundays, maybe something on Monday. A huge thank you to I think we're around. I know we're 51 right now. We hit, I think, up in the upper 60s before. Those who bought us the beers, those who hung out, the questions, everybody, thank you. And Junie, as they say, 73s, 88s. You're a fantastic lady. We love you. Thank you. Get ready to. Who wants to play that music to get us out of here?
All right, everybody say goodnight. Awkward
Good night.
wave.
Thank you so much.
70.